Big shout out to the bros. Big shout out to the comments, man. The comments is going in as well. When it's a fair, and this is gonna be it. So no further ado. Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Night out will ruin more relationships than a guy's night out ever will. And here's why. And today we are diving deeper into the facts behind it. Guys' nights are pretty simple. Pool, sports, maybe a strip club. But here's the truth. Men do not walk into a bar with endless attention waiting for them. Women do. Attractive women are approached far more frequently in nightlife settings, while men rarely are. A woman steps into a club and it's instantly free drinks, compliments, attention, validation. The offers, they don't stop. And while not every single woman cheats, I understand that. Psychology proves that repeated exposure to temptation increases the likelihood of emotional or physical boundaries being crossed. And alcohol, which lowers inhibition and impairs judgment, and you've got a breeding ground for mistakes that can cost any relationship. That's why it's dishonest to act like guys' night and girls' night are the same. They're not. Men go out for release and relaxation. Women walk into what's essentially a marketplace of male attention. The dynamics have never been equal. Pretending they are is how couples get blindsided. So no, it's not the same. Girls' night out carries way more risk, more temptation, and more opportunity for emotional damage than a guy's night ever will. And ignoring that reality is exactly why girls' night has ended so many relationships. What do you think? Equal or not? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
She give good.
All right, so fair or foul? Girls' night out.
Insane.
Girls' night out is far worse than guys' night out. Fair or foul?
A girls' night out is far worse than a guy's night out.
It ends more relationship. Girls' night out will end more relationships than a guy's night out.
Shoot, girls' night out and more girlfriend relationships, like girl friendships, than regular. You know what I'm saying? Than regular whatever. It starts there. It's rare that I hear about girls going on a trip and they don't, and everybody comes back liking and loving each other.
Or even alive in some cases.
Right, or even alive. Listen, because what? Yeah, so that part, let's start there. But let me take a drink first. How about that? Let's.
Oh boy,
take a sip there, Kim. Take a sip there.
You know, I mean, listen, because I'm in the house now, so I can let you all know what I'm sipping on. You know, we were gifted, so this is a little Fireball whiskey. So cinnamon whiskey, and we are familiar with this one. So it's if you've if you remember the Fireball candies, all right, this is very much along those lines. Now, what do we typically like to do with the Fireball? We like to mix the Fireball with the rum chata, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is called a cinnamon toast crunch. Okay, the more you know. All right, now we can even take that a step further, if you will. All right, get you some nice brioche bread. All right, take the Fireball, take the rum chata. All right, mix it with your French toast seasonings and things. Go ahead and give that a little dip, and now you got some drunken French toast. All right, so there's your little culinary art for the day. Okay, so here's to the bros. Here's to a good week. Here's to getting him down and undressed and in bed without him waking back up. And yeah, salute.
In the night.
But yeah. For sure. I think guys' trips are a lot safer than girls' trips. And I'm not just saying that to be funny. For the most part, I feel like dudes' nights out are pretty basic. Get some good drinks in our system. Put us around women, but we not looking for trouble. You know, we just like, it's rare that the fellas get together like that, and we are obligation free. And so just the ability to just kick it is like, it's enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't even throwing, and I'm like, I can only speak from our experiences. Like, our vibe is not going to the strip club. It ain't like that. Cause what happens at the strip club? They're gonna charge you for parking. They're gonna charge you to get in. They're going, it's a 2-3 drink minimum. And even the beers are like $8 a piece. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, and all of that happens before anything even happens in front of you. So now I gotta throw money at a dancer, and then I gotta
What
pay
happens if you talk
even
to him
more
for too long?
for private attention, and then I gotta pay more
Yeah,
for that's
you know
not
what?
that's
I
not
don't.
my kind of night. That's not my kind of night. You know what I'm saying? So like,
And then it's a negative 100% return on your investment because
because
after all
they
that, you go home by yourself.
right. You know what I'm saying? So what really are we talking about? That's not dudes night out. Like, we just want some good drinks. If it's sports on, we want to see the sports. We want to have uninterrupted man time. Like, that's, you know, that's what that is. And so, you know, then and then we get into those spaces, and like, you can truly check on your brothers, and like, you know what I'm saying, catch the vibe. And that's like, that's it. Girls, you know, girls will take a trip with girls they don't even like, which is how like the drama starts. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody in the group don't really like each other, but these are the only people who were willing to pay. And like, you know, people said they were going, but then some people ain't pay their money. So now they dropping out last minute. Now you got these last minute adjustments. So everybody's going with animosity and hating their heart anyway. Like, it's you know, it's so many feelings. And then they, you know, go to Jamaica and get on that raft, and next thing you know, they got some Jamaican dude with no shirt on rubbing on their legs in mud, and now the Jamaican dude is in between the muddy legs, and you know, she come home with regrets and maybe something else. It's a, you know, it's a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? I like, I'm not saying that girls don't have good girls trips. I'm saying I've heard way more bad experiences about girls trips than I've heard bad experiences about guys trip, and it's not even close.
Not even close. Indisputable and undebatable. It's not even close.
We simple creatures.
We you can even take it down to something as, you know, innocuous as like a battle of the bands trip. You know what I'm saying? Bunch of guys, bunch of girls. You know what I'm saying? Listen, guys trips, like you said, I agree, are more about just being able to really just do nothing, sit back, have a few drinks, talk some shit, you know, and share some laughs and have some fun. Go home feeling good. That's mostly what it's about. But let me tell you something. As a man, we were always looking for the girls that were on a girls trip.
I was getting ready to say, let's unpack some of the things that she was saying.
That's why I say, let me
You know
take
what I'm
my
saying?
drink first.
On these
Just
girl
saying.
trips.
Let's be real. We always were on the lookout for the girls that were on a girls trip. More even a girls trip or like a bachelorette party. It was go time with all of them, including the bachelorette. I'm just saying. And I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying we was always on the lookout for those because we've seen
it.
You know what I'm saying? Bachelor party. Yeah, some people gonna get wasted. They're gonna take some stupid shots. You know what I mean? If they go to a strip club, they're gonna put some face in between some titties or something like that. But that's probably about it. You know, maybe not all. I'm not saying it's not all. As we always say, nothing applies to everybody. Everything applies to somebody, right? But girl, they on a girls trip. Oh, they visiting. Them and their girls are visiting for the weekend, eh? Oh, what hotel you staying in? Oh, that one, eh? Oh, what you doing after this? Oh, going to that one, eh? Oh, funny thing about that. Where I'm going is in that direction.
And then
I
when
should
the
come up to
drinks
your
get to
room and hang out with
flowing,
you, right? Oh, okay.
especially drinks you didn't have to pay for, when the drinks get to flowing, mm, you didn't have to pay for the drinks. So, all right. One thing I will say though, uh, is is every woman getting their drink paid for? Is that more of a certain caliber of women that happens to?
That get their trips paid for?
That they get their drinks paid for, like if they going out, because she said girls' night, right? Girls' night
Mm.
out. They getting their drinks paid for. They could go up to a bar. Guys will pay for their drinks. Next thing you know, the drinks are flowing. They feeling good. They feeling more relaxed, more comfortable, right? They start to let some inhibitions, start to go off into the wind, versus, the guys' trip, versus the guys' night out, you know, who's buying around the shots for all the guys at the bar.
No, I.
The guys are.
I was gonna say the guys are like
The
that.
guys are.
Who's-
And listen, we be out enough that you see it. You start having a good conversation, and a dude will say, "Hey, bro, what you drinking?" Like, and that's the likelihood that it'll happen.
Yep. Same thing if you encounter guys at a bachelor party and y'all start to have fun with them. Yeah, round for everybody. Yeah, y'all come on up here too. We've been there.
Yeah.
Y'all come on up here too. I'm thinking a couple spots in Power Plant just popped into my head. You know what I'm saying? Right? But yeah, man, yeah, y'all come on up too. Yeah, that's very, very different. It's very different.
And again, not saying that, there aren't females out there that there aren't any females that, buy men's drinks, all right? Because there are, okay? But we're just talking about,
for sure.
The probability. The probability is that, guys trip or guys night out versus a girls night out, right? It's definitely just totally different. It's just totally different. And the percentages that, the girls' night out is just way, way, way more. That word that I'm looking for is escaping me. But
Raunchy.
we all know that it's can be questionable, can be can get out of hand. Versus the guys' night out just could be,
even amongst
it's gonna be
themselves.
chill.
Yeah, even amongst themselves, the girls can get a little crazy.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. And it is apparently a category.
Was that an Amazon hub?
Yeah.
Amazon hub?
It's on the
What is this
Amazon hub? Yeah.
What is this hub that you speak of? I have an Amazon hub like right outside my community. Is that the hub that we're speaking of?
That's clearly the one that we're speaking of.
Okay, because
that's the one.
In my
girls trip is on the Amazon hub
on the
as a
Amazon
category.
hub. Okay. The next time I get a code to unlock my little locker, I'll have to see if there's any girls trip details in there. Because in my holy and sanctified mind, I can't think of another hub that might be referenced in that comment.
I clearly that's the one that we're talking about.
Yeah.
What other hubs even are there?
I don't know. I don't even know.
Wild stuff.
Is that like a think tank? Hey, we're gonna create a hub for ideas. Is that
There'd be hubs at my office for the internet. They'd be like, you plug all the cords into the hub.
So the male plug goes into the female port.
Mm-hmm. It'd be and it's a lot of black Ethernet
cables.
Cables that go into this one white hub.
Are the black cables long?
Well, they tend to be pretty long. Yeah, about They be the real the long 100-foot joints. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. And I imagine
There's
that
still extra space over there type. Long.
And I imagine that the coating around the cords is pretty thick, to have a solid, well protected, firm, connection to the hub.
Yep. And it's interesting, for as small as this little hub is, it can take a lot of cords.
It's good to know. It's good to know.
So anyway. that's
I know of no other hub.
No other ones. They can't. So
yeah, Amazon and internet. That's
That's it.
Yeah.
Obviously the only ones that exist.
Yeah. If you all know of one in the comments, maybe you'll let us know, because we would love to research this further. If there's something to learn that's new.
I love learning new things.
Yeah.
A
wide variety of new things.
That's what the comments is for, to let us know about things that we never knew existed prior to you commenting about.
To your enlightenment, because you all are the greatest people on earth.
Greatest people. And as a matter of fact, I'm certain that absolutely none of you are familiar with any hubs either, because y'all are sanctified, holy fire baptized people out here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going to heaven, right? But some of your bald head scallywag friends probably know of some additional hubs that we're not aware of, that we only know about 2.
Oh, my comments were up high because I was like, all I see is full of urine, and I was like, wait, the hub is.
What a trend.
We live.